Our So, welcome, everybody to our Spiritual Success Podcast, to my Spiritual Success Podcast. My name is Felicia Searcy, your Dream Life Activator. And this is an opportunity for us to come in and to deepen our ability and our understanding of what is it to ground our lives, our work, our businesses in spiritual principle. And it's also an opportunity for me to bring some of my most favorite people on the planet and to highlight their expertise in order to support you in moving your dream, your desire forward, particularly those of you in work and or entrepreneur that are really dedicated, that you have this compulsion, this deep devotion to supporting other people in the work that you're doing. So welcome. Please let us know in the comment section whether you're coming in live or watching the replay. And I'd love for you to be sharing those gold nuggets that you're hearing from my very special guest that I will introduce to you here in a second. So let's get the comment section going and really share the deliciousness that's happening here. So let me introduce to you to an amazing woman that I've had the opportunity to get to know over the last couple of years in a mutual mastermind that we're in. This is Nika Stewart. So here's what I have come to discover about Nika, and then I'll read her official bio that Nika is one of those amazing people who has the ability to just show up in joy and enthusiasm and belief and hope. And she's just one of those people that you just like to be around. I mean, we've all known those people, right? That you just feel yourself gravitating toward them. And it's like you want to sidle up to them and just let me just sit next to you. So that's Nika. That's why I'm so thrilled to be able to share her with you. So let me share her official bio with you. So Nika Stewart, author of Actually I Can, Rewriting the Rules of Resilience, is a lifelong entrepreneur and celebrated speaker for her unique blend of humor, vulnerability, and insight. Her journey through cancer, documented virally, has inspired millions worldwide. Nika's message revolves around transforming adversity with positivity, laughter, and an unconventional approach. Her infectious energy, which is, actually I was supposed to read this before and I didn't. But that's what I picked up on. And personal story of resilience make her a sought after speaker for audience seeking inspiration and practical strategies to embrace life's challenges with a smile. And she's this amazing rock star with this beautiful voice and actually gets out there and jams with her band. So yeah. welcome. Nika.
Oh, that's such a pleasure. Thank you so much. I feel the same way about you. So I'm so flattered and so honored.
Yeah, thank you, Nika. All right. So share with our audience right now, what is it exactly that you're up to in the world?
Well, so many fun things. As a business owner and entrepreneur, I help personal brands, service-based entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants to clarify their unique personal brand and take it and create a viral platform so that they get in front of as many people as they can, who they can help. So people who help others in the world, I help them share their unique brilliance with the world in a viral way, get out there in front of as many people as possible. And because I have recently gone through a health challenge, I figured out how related that is to business. Resilience is part of health and life and spirituality and emotions and business. It's all wrapped up because it's life. And so part of my personal brand is to share how any challenge, any obstacle is really an opportunity for you. So embracing challenges is part of who I have become. Yeah. And it's what I want to share with the world.
Well, what I love about that, and you and I both know as entrepreneurs, right, that you said you're a lifelong entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur now for 23, 24 years, so a long time, is that, we face challenges, right? This is a world of the unknown. And this is not to say that working for a corporation or, you know, when I taught school, that, you know, there were the unknowns that came. And what I love about what you're sharing and what it sounds like the work that you do with people is that you support them in their resilience as they're discovering their brand, and then they're then able to share their journey in a way that capitalizes on their personal experience, just like what you have, in order to be able to serve the people that they are meant to serve. That, and resilience is a spiritual principle.
Mm. Yeah, and part of what you're saying is, and you're moving papers, I think, that are touching your microphone, so I keep
Sorry about
just
that. Thank you.
careful.
Okay.
You wouldn't hear it, but I think the rest of the world hears it.
Yeah. Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, I the idea that our challenges and our insecurities and our vulnerable things that are shame, even things that we think we're
Yeah.
supposed to hide, it turns out that those are the best parts of our brands. And
Mm.
so when we embrace those things that most of us are taught to do the opposite of embrace, like fight it, get rid of it. And if you can't, then certainly hide it. If you do the opposite of that, your brand shows up in so much more of a powerful way to help other people, even if you don't realize. Like, I never thought I wanted to be someone who helped people going through a health challenge.
Mhm.
That wasn't my goal. But because I embraced my challenge, it inspired people. And I've reached now 400 million people with my posts, my videos. People saying things like, this made my day, this helped me get through a challenge. It wasn't my goal, but it built my business. So
Yeah.
many people wanted to work with me because I embraced those, like, I laughed at myself. I have no hair and no eyelashes. And instead of hiding, I was like, look how silly I am. So when people saw me embracing, it helped them. And I talked about 12 different things there, but yeah, but the fact that when you embrace, your brand becomes more powerful and you're able to help people in a bigger way.
Yeah, this is so great, Nika. This is just, I hope you all are taking in what she's dropping down here. And I'd love to see this in the comment section, because, you know, what I'm hearing you say is that, you know, so many marketers just talk about, you know, let's just get your brand, right? Let's get a pretty picture and let's get a message and let's get it out there. And I know that there are people who, you know, help like dig out a little bit of your story, and let's use your story for the sake of generating business. What I'm hearing you say is that you really help people own the full throttle of every aspect of their life, and see how that rich experience and help them discover the wisdom in that can then serve, which then becomes the brand, right? That you lead with the vulnerability and the humanity, which then defines the brand, which then it allows them to bring much greater impact. I mean, am I hearing that correctly?
Yes. And along with that, so many people, so many entrepreneurs I know, I hear it or saying, like, I do this thing that's so common. Like, I am a life coach. How can I stand out? I am a marketing expert. How do I stand out? Because there's millions of other people doing exactly what I do. Well, when you embrace all parts of yourself, and not just, I feel like how I say it differently is not just that all parts of your story matter. Yes, that's true. All parts of who you are who you are. But if
Yeah.
you actually kind of lift up the parts that most people are hiding, and you use that
Mhm.
as it's the main part of your brand. It's like the thing that you think you're not supposed to show. If that is who you are, then there is no competition. You are so
Yeah.
unique that you are a marketing expert who focuses on resilience and loss or something, whatever you've gone through, and you embrace that. People are so attracted to that. And not everyone,
Yeah.
obviously. Everyone wants something different. But you now have a very strong personal brand and niche that stands out and is not, you can no longer say millions of people do what I do. Nobody does what you do when you embrace who you are.
That's so great. That's so great. So, all right. So when you started your journey, were there times or areas where you could feel yourself wanting to shrink back? And what did you do to support yourself and say, "Nope, I'm doing this"?
Yeah, of course. I mean, in my life before cancer, I was living a healthy life and running businesses, many businesses over my years, and wanted to get myself out there to help more people, to grow my business, to make a bigger income. Of course, I wanted all of that. And I would often be scared to shine, as I say. My membership is called Shine. That's what I think everyone should be doing. I wanted to shine, but often felt insecure because, and when I look back at all the times where I didn't get myself out there, it was because I thought I wasn't good enough, that
Mm,
there were things that were, if I was supposed to be an expert and a leader, but I wasn't, I didn't have enough clients, I wasn't thin enough, my hair wasn't pretty, all the things I was taught that had to be perfect before I got out there. Cancer 4 years ago taught me that when you share, when you are imperfect,
yeah,
that's when you really shine. And so I am grateful for that experience for so many reasons. But
yeah.
one of the reasons is that it proved to me that when I am not trying to be perfect, when I go out into the world, when I show up as I am, imperfectly. I kind of hate using that word because I think we are all perfect,
Mhm,
imperfectly perfect or
mhm.
perfectly imperfect, whatever you want to say. So, but you know what I mean when I say show up imperfectly, show up even if your hair isn't perfect, even if you lost all your hair, even if you don't have makeup on, even if you don't feel you're at your ideal weight, even if you don't think you know everything you're supposed to say, you do have things to say. Show up. And that it really ignited. And guess what? Still today, I have. Like I should make a video, but I didn't put my lashes on. I don't look good yet, or I don't have the script perfect yet. I
Yeah,
still do that. So it's not that it ever, oh, you never have to think about it again. But I have been shown the proven system that, I have to remind myself, get out there anyway. You
yeah.
reach more people, you help more people when you stop worrying. No one else is looking at the frizz in your hair. No one else cares. Just get out there.
Yeah, so what is it that you would say to somebody who is, like, going through the list, right? Like, I know that there are times when I wanna go live or do something. It's like, "Oh my god, I don't know exactly what I wanna say," and now I'm very grateful that, I have a long background of teaching and ministering, and so I don't know that it's as much of a issue for me in terms of just throwing up my phone and going live with something. There are other things that I've got issue with, and I know. Oops,
Hi,
sorry.
baby.
What is it that you tell somebody that does find themselves shrinking back or freezing or going through the litany of all the reasons why?
Yeah. I love the question. A few things. Number one, I want to just say that I don't mean don't go out unprepared.
Okay.
Preparation is great. Over rehearsing and waiting till things are perfect means you never get out there.
Yeah.
But preparing is always good. So if you think I want to go live and I want to share something, and you're concerned you might forget what you want to share, write down your bullet points. And so be comfortable that you're going to remember what you want to say. But rehearsing it and saying, wait, I don't have the third one, isn't and let me just learn, let me get better lighting, let me learn how to go on camera better, no, turn on your phone and read your bullet points. But so what do I say to people? Several things. There are ways to get more comfortable. And the one way that I always say, I wish this wasn't true, but the way to feel more ready is to do it not ready.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say the way to really stomp on fear, to get rid of the fear, is to do it when you're feeling fear.
Yeah.
How to get rid of fear? Do it fearfully.
Yeah.
It lowers the fear when you step into something that you're scared of doing. Don't wait to get rid of the fear, because the fear doesn't go away
Yeah.
until you do it when you're feeling fear.
Yeah, I
So,
love that. We learn to befriend fear, right?
yes.
And, one of the things I support people with understanding is that if you're doing something where you've got fear, it's, celebrate that, because it means you're on the border of something that is unknown, that you've never known or done
Yeah.
for yourself before. The other thing is that competence develops confidence, right? The more competent we become, the more confident we become. And the only way we can become competent is by doing it awkward, right? That
Yeah.
every time we do something new, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be uncomfortable. I mean,
Sure.
I remember when I started, I remember when I started speaking for a church, right? Because I was a minister. And just, I stumbled in the awkwardness, and we were in a strip mall with the bathroom at the front of the room. Um, and over time, right, repetition, it's the reps that you build that skill and that muscle memory of success. So
Yeah.
I love that this is what you're doing, Nika, that you're
I
supporting people.
Yeah, I do want to say, because even though the best way to get rid of fear is to do it unafraid, like MJ is saying, my courage comes from doing it afraid. Yes, it builds courage. Do you not see the comment? Oh, anyway, I'll read the comments.
MJ, yay, there we go. Yeah, no, I had it full screen. So
Oh,
that's
so
it, MJ.
so yeah, and so yes, courage comes from feeling the fear and doing it anyway.
Yep.
And yet, I have some tricks that I've learned over the years to help you feel a little more motivated to, maybe it takes away the initial fear, so at least you step into it. And one little trick that I have learned is to pick up your phone and tell yourself a story. Decide you're going to, this is an activity I share with all of my clients when they want to get more comfortable on camera. Decide for the next 7 days to pick up your phone every day for 30 seconds to a minute and just tell yourself a story. Like, this is what I ate for breakfast and I couldn't find the pancake mix, so I went, whatever. Tell yourself anything for 7 days in a row. And you don't even have to watch the video. You can delete it when you're done. Nobody else will look at this. There is no pressure.
Oh, that's a
This
great
is
idea.
just to record. And then after 7 days, you will notice that when you go on camera in front of other people, or to go live, or to record things, you will actually seem more comfortable on camera.
Oh, that's so great. I love that. Because here's the thing. So this is the Spiritual Success Podcast, right? That we're bringing spiritual principle into our work, into our lives, into our businesses. And that what you're talking about is authenticity, right? You're talking about vulnerability. And that when we really allow ourselves to strip down and share what's going on, share the wisdom behind it, this is the act of tapping into something bigger than us and allowing ourselves to be used by this infinite intelligence, using all of ourselves, right, in a way that truly makes a difference to others. So real quick, Nika, not that we're dismissing this question, because this is the basis of this podcast, but what is it that you do to bring spirituality into your life and to your work? And again, just the act of resilience is a spiritual act. And for you, what does it mean to bring spirituality into your life?
Thank you for asking. What it means to me is a few things. Number one, remembering that there is something bigger than me, and that we are all connected to that thing and to each other because of that, in my opinion. It's what I believe. And that raising my vibration makes life better. So choosing thoughts and emotions that are more powerful than sometimes the instinctual ones that come into my mind. So knowing that I have a choice always in thoughts about anything. So I guess really how I bring spirituality into my life and my business is knowing that I cannot control circumstances.
Mhm.
but I have complete freedom of choice when it comes to what I think about the circumstance and how I feel about the circumstance. So that comes to me, that's the story I tell
Yeah.
about the circumstance. So choosing the story, not always choosing happy, because sometimes happy is not the right choice to get a result that would be powerful. I
Yeah.
know during my journey, choosing anger was a very powerful emotion to
Yeah.
get the appointments I needed to save my life.
Yeah.
Choosing happy would not have gotten me there. So knowing that that's my choice is really my daily spirituality.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, and I love the fact that you make a daily choice about who are you going to be and how you're showing up and what emotion are you engaging in today.
Yeah.
So, all right. So as we bring for this for a close and just brilliance, absolute brilliance. I know you have a gift for
Yes.
my audience. So,
Yes. So I know that getting out on video, short form video has become very popular. It's a big way to share your brilliance and your uniqueness with the world. And so I have created a list of 100 ways to start your videos. You fill in the blanks with your personal branding and your voice. And these are ways to start your videos so that people stop and watch and want more from you. 100 viral video prompts, and it's yours as my gift.
I love it. All right. Well, make sure we put it in the comment section. Get it to me and I'll put it in. What I love about that, and you and I were talking about this earlier, is that when, getting support and getting out there in order to share your authentic self. And as you share your authentic self, you're tapping into this spiritual essence. So please grab the gift and get out there and share your brilliance. So, Nika, thank you so much for coming to hang out. This was great. So please, everybody, take advantage of everything that Nika is sharing. And put your gold nuggets. And just to let you know, for me, those of you who want to grow your capacity to experience a much greater degree of financial freedom and abundance, bringing spirituality into your relationship with money, we got a 4-week live course coming up. And so if you want in on that, put spiritual wealth in the comment section and we'll make sure that we get that to you. So, all right, Nika, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are absolutely amazing. And just y'all get out there and share your message. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. And we look forward to our next Spiritual Success podcast. So, mwah, God bless everybody.